there is a place on Earth that looks like another planet. Not a metaphor, not a special effect. A real landscape on this planet, in Africa right now, where the ground glows neon yellow and electric green, where lakes boil at 108 degrees, where the air smells of sulfur and the rocks form shapes that have no name in any geology textbook, where rain has not fallen in months, where average temperatures reach 50 degrees Celsius in the shade. Scientists use this place to prepare for Mars. They study it to understand the chemistry of early Earth. They go there to find the absolute outer edge of where life can survive. It is called the Danakil Depression. It is 125 meters below sea level, and it is the most alien place on Earth. The Danakil Depression sits in the northeast corner of Ethiopia, near the border with Eritrea and Djibouti. It is a valley approximately 200 kilometers long and 50 kilometers wide. It sits at an average of 125 meters below sea level, making it one of the lowest places on Earth's surface. And it is one of the driest. Most of the depression receives almost no rain. What little does fall evaporates before it can reach the ground. To stand there is to feel as though the planet is trying to make a point. The ground beneath you is not solid in the geological sense. It shifts, it releases gases, it builds structures overnight. It is a landscape in the middle of being made. This is because the Danakil Depression is not just a hot desert, it is a place where three tectonic plates are actively pulling apart, right now, beneath your feet, and the Earth's interior is pouring through the gap. In the southern part of the Danakil Depression, past the salt flats and the acid fields, there is a volcano. Its name is Erta Ale. In the language of the Afar people who live in the surrounding desert, it means smoking mountain. It has been continuously active since at least 1906, over a century of uninterrupted eruption. And at its summit, inside a caldera 520 meters wide, there is a lava lake. A lava lake is exactly what the name suggests, a pool of molten rock, sitting exposed at the surface. It churns, it circulates, it sends columns of superheated gas into the sky and occasionally overflows its rim, adding new layers of basalt to the crater walls. The lava in Erta Ale is not cooling. It is being fed continuously from below by a magma system that connects directly to the rift, pulling the Earth apart beneath it. There are fewer than 6 permanent lava lakes in the world. Erta Ale is one of the oldest and most accessible. And standing at the rim of that caldera at night, feeling the heat on your face from 50 meters below, watching the surface of the Earth move like a slow, burning ocean, is one of the most profound things a human being can do on this planet. This lava is not old. It is not a record of the past. It is the present tense of Earth's interior. It is what the planet looks like when you open it up and look inside. The Danakil Depression is not empty. It is not simply a geological spectacle observed from a safe distance. People live here. The Afar, a nomadic people of the Horn of Africa, have inhabited the Danakil region for at least 2,000 years. They have built their lives, their culture, and their economy in one of the most hostile environments on Earth. The salt flats of the Danakil are extraordinarily rich in mineral deposits, particularly halite rock salt. For centuries, the Afar people have mined this salt by hand and transported it out of the depression using camel caravans. Each slab of salt, cut from the white surface and loaded onto a camel's back, travels across the desert to markets in the Ethiopian highlands. The caravans can include hundreds of camels. They move at dawn, before the heat becomes unsurvivable, and rest in the shade, when shade exists, through the worst hours of the afternoon. Salt was once used as currency in Ethiopia. Its value was tied directly to the labor required to extract it from a place where the human body operates at its absolute limits. The Afar people understood something about this landscape that took the rest of the world centuries to recognize, that the Danakil is not a wasteland. It is a system, extraordinarily productive, extraordinarily dangerous, and above all alive. Everything we have seen in the Danakil Depression, the acid pools of Dallol, the lava lake of Erta Ale, the salt flats of Karum, is the visible consequence of a single enormous process happening in slow motion beneath the surface. The 3 tectonic plates meeting at the Afar triple junction are pulling apart at a rate of 1 to 2 centimeters per year. That sounds trivial. Over geological time, it is transformative. In 2005, a rift opened in the Afar region over the course of just 10 days, 8 meters wide, 60 kilometers long. Appearing almost overnight as the Earth cracked along a line that had been building for millions of years, scientists described it as the fastest example of continental rifting ever recorded. The Danakil Depression is not a static feature of the landscape. It is the active front edge of Africa tearing itself apart. And what comes next in geological time is already decided. As the plates continue to separate, the Red Sea will eventually spill over into the growing rift. The depression will flood. The salt flats will become a seafloor. The Danakil Depression will become an ocean, not in our lifetimes, not in 1,000 lifetimes, but the process is already running. Erta Ale is already laying down the basalt that will eventually form a new oceanic crust. The Danakil is not dying, it is being born. The Danakil Depression is 125 meters below sea level. In a remote corner of northeast Africa, in one of the least visited regions on Earth. And yet, in a single place no larger than a modest city, you can see the acid chemistry of ancient Mars. You can stand at the edge of one of only 6 permanent lava lakes on the planet. You can watch a people who have built a culture, an economy, and a way of life in an environment that registers as impossible. And you can stand on a future ocean floor on land that will not exist in its current form for much longer than the entire history of our species. It is the hottest place on Earth, the most chemically extreme, one of the most geologically active, and one of the most beautiful. The Danakil Depression is what Earth looks like when it is working, when all the processes, tectonic, volcanic, chemical, biological, are running simultaneously and visibly, not hidden under ocean or ice or millions of years of accumulated rock. Most of the planet's drama is invisible to us. Here, for a brief window of geological time, it is on the surface. In neon yellow and electric green and molten orange, in the faces of the Afar people who have been here longer than any account records. Waiting, building, breaking apart, and beginning again. Before you go, if you made it this far, you are exactly the kind of person this channel exists for. Someone who wants to understand this planet, not just look at it. Every video on Terra Cortex starts with curiosity, yours included. So tell us where to go next. The best suggestion gets its own video. Every video on Terra Cortex starts with curiosity, yours included. So tell us where to go next. The best suggestion gets its own video. If this one earned it, subscribe. There is a great deal more of this planet left to understand. We will see you at the next one.